There's a company building modern prefab homes that I've been waiting to talk about on the channel, and they're doing it in one of the most requested areas. Today, I'm in Houston to check out Aura Prefabs, who have the capacity to build up to 500 homes per year, and I am going to get the very first look at their brand new show model. Today, I'm coming at you from the Aura Prefab Dwellings and Hospitality Factory here in Houston, Texas, and the reason that I'm here is this little number behind me. This is a brand new model, hot off the press, just finished today, and they're calling it the Uno. I've had a chance to go inside and look around, and let me tell you, I think people are gonna like it. So with that, my game plan is to have a quick look around the outside, go inside, talk about some of the features that I think stand out and that I think people are really gonna like, and then we'll sit down at the end and maybe we'll even get into their pricing. Let's do it. You know, it isn't every day that I get to be the very first person to see a brand new prefab home, but when it is, I consider that to be a good day. So what we've got on this side of the home, I would call this the front, even though it doesn't have the main door. You've got a ton of glass, and check out the height of some of those windows. That's gonna play a big part when we get inside. Now, if you look over to the right, there are homes. This is a factory, so I'm gonna do my best to get every side of this home. However, I'm not dealing with a wide open space, so it is what it is, I guess you could say. Coming around the back, you can see they've got the main door here, a window up and to the left, but where things really get exciting is when we go up these stairs and into the home, so get ready. Well, this is the first official look inside the Uno by Aura. I even like the sounds of that. How new is this home, you ask? Put it this way, I'm gonna try not to touch any of the walls because the paint might still be wet. This is officially the newest home in the entire country because it was just finished about 10 minutes ago. I watched them put the finishing touches on this thing, and yeah, I guess you could say this is hot off the press. So what are we dealing with here? What they've got is a prefab home with dimensions of 40 feet long by 16 feet wide, for a total footprint of 630 square feet. In that space, they've got one bedroom, they've got a bathroom, they've got a living room, and of course, they've got a kitchen. Now, this is my third Aura dwelling that I've been inside, and after being in 3, I've noticed there are a couple different features that just stand out. And I think the reason for that is Aura was founded by architects, so yeah, they know a little bit about design. With that knowledge, as we go through, I'll point out a few of my favorite features because they're not something that I've seen other places. It's unique to Aura, and I think they make a big difference. One of them in my top 3 is the ceiling height. Every single one of the homes that I've been in so far, built by them on this trip, has 10-foot ceilings. And you know what? It makes a big difference in how the home feels. So I'm gonna go through each room, talk about a few of the features, and when we get to the bathroom, you'll see my favorite of what I guess I'll refer to as their signature features. I don't know if it's in every model line that they build, but it has been in everything that I've seen from them so far. So one of the standout features in the living room, aside from these 10-foot ceilings, I guess it's a compliment, is these almost floor-to-ceiling windows. So you walk in and right away, you're looking at the view. Obviously, this view is of a factory floor. They've got houses going all the way down the line here, but typically you're gonna be looking at something else. I don't know, picture whatever your view is out these windows. Because if you buy something from Aura, you do have to move it. You can't live in the factory, okay? So what I'm looking at across from the windows is almost a feature wall on feature wall. So they've got a wood accent that the TV is built into that looks sharp as a tack. And then beside it, they've kind of got a recessed area with a window up above, and it's the perfect place for the things like they've got here with the staging. So they've got candles, pictures, this little jar. I would put candy in there. They've got a plant up here. They've got this origami thing. So it's a feature wall beside a feature wall, and together I think it looks quite nice. Let me direct your attention back to the front door. So with the 10-foot ceilings, they are able to put an overheight door, which means an overheight window inside the door. Again, just more natural light coming in if it was outside. This isn't getting much natural light at all because it's in a factory. Let's move into the kitchen. For the cooks and chefs who are always up in the comments saying there isn't enough room to cook anything worth eating in some of the kitchens that I've shown, What do you think of this? Okay, so as far as counter space goes, from the edge all the way to this deep and wide sink counter space, more here beside the stove, and then more here again. We've got a 5-burner gas cooktop here. We've got a dishwasher there. You've got a full-size fridge there. So if you can't make your programs work in this kitchen, maybe it's not the kitchen. Okay, from there we've got dishwasher down below. Not sure if I mentioned that. Under the sink, ooh, this is interesting. This is on wheels, so this kind of pulls out. It's almost like something you'd see under a stove. So that pulls straight out. I don't even know what I would put in there. Typically, I would want to say cleaning supplies and garbage, but I've never seen anything on rollers quite like this under a sink, so it's questioning everything that I know. Beside that, we've got 3 drawers. Over here, this looks similar. Yes, this is also on wheels. I will make sure to get shots of that. And then I'm guessing over here as well. Interesting. I'm curious to see what people are going to say about this because it's new, and new can be scary sometimes. Above the stove, we've got cabinets, so double door there, and then another single over here with 3 shelves, and finally some more storage above the fridge, and then 2 doors over there. I don't know. This is a pretty nicely laid out kitchen. Again, if you can't make this work, I can't make any kitchen work for the record, so it's not like I'm criticizing anyone's cooking abilities, but to me, this seems like it's got everything one would need to make whatever one wants to make. Let's move down to the bedroom. If you were looking to go to the bathroom straight from the kitchen, you would take a ronda about halfway down. This is the entrance right here. And I'm looking at one of the top features that I like from Aura. We're gonna go into the bathroom first because I don't wanna miss it. All right, I don't have any of the lights on just yet, so you can get a look at this. They've got a skylight that comes down in the shower, which I think looks really cool because as you're seeing from that angle, it's not a direct light, it just kind of hits the tiles. And I just think it looks awesome. So I'm gonna flick some of the lights on so we can get a better look at what's going on here. They've got one behind the mirror, and then I think this one is actually right in this little shelf right here, which is kind of cool. So in this shower, they've got the removable, they've got the fixed, and then they've got the control over here. So you can do one or the other. I'm not gonna mess with it too much. Obviously, it's not even hooked up. This will probably have some sort of glass partition right here, but again, it isn't quite finished. There's still a couple minor details that have to be put in. So beside the shower, they've got this floating toilet, which is cool with the double water flow options there. They've got this wide vanity with the storage underneath, cool faucet, big mirror that's backlit. There's gonna be another light right here, I'm guessing. They just don't have it in yet. So very cool bathroom. I like the dark gray tile all the way through, and this is my favorite feature. Most of the bathrooms that I've been in have had this skylight feature, and I quite like it. Now let's go into the bedroom. You know, I was gonna sit on the bed for this portion of the tour, but I found out the hard way that this bed is just partially set up. So I just about collapsed the whole thing. Oops. Guess I'll just stand over here in the corner. What we've got here, again, this is a 16-foot wide room, so it does feel quite large. You can see they've got a bedside table on each side, and then they've got more space. Like you could put a dresser over here if you wanted to. Across from me here, I'm looking at the closet, which is about that wide. One of the big features in this bedroom is this oversized sliding glass door. I almost forgot to mention it, but every door and every window within this home has the black metal frame, and let's be honest, it looks awesome. That pretty much wraps up the front to back tour of this home. So let's take it back outside. We'll do a continuous walkthrough so we can get a feel for the flow before we get into the pricing. Heading in the door, the first thing you do is you get a big old look at the backyard through the nearly floor to ceiling windows on the side wall and the end wall. Imagine that. As I pan around, we'll get the first look at the kitchen, and then we'll see not one, but 2 feature walls. So I'm gonna head back this way. Check out that island with the overhang section for eating at right there. Big fan. Hello, what's this? We have got storage on this side of the island as well. That's not really storage, that's plumbing. But look at that. 2 different cabinets that I didn't even know existed. There you have it. Coming back around this way, we get the first look inside the kitchen. Another almost floor-to-ceiling window. How are you? Chefs, bakers, cooks, eat your heart out. Lots of space to do all your prep there if you want to do it. Quick look inside the cabinets, and then we'll go by the gas range there and head down the hall towards the bathroom. So here's a nice surprise for you. If I open this right here, I know people would have been asking about it. This is prepped for a stacking washer dryer right there. So yes, they have thought of that. You don't have to go to the laundromat. It's all built in right at the factory. So storage over there, and then we'll duck into the bathroom with these gray tiles that I think look great. You can get a sense for the skylight there. Look at that, just a little bit of light coming in, and I like the ambient light in that recess section as well. There's the sink, and we will move into the bedroom. There is the faux bed that is now tilting because yours truly can't control himself and thought it was fully set up. Now, sliding glass door in the bedroom, again out to the backyard. Here is a look inside the closet, and it does go a little bit further that way. So look at that, a plug in there. So I'll pan around so we can get a full view of this bedroom. And then I'm gonna head back out to that comfy chair in the living room, and maybe we can talk about some pricing. All right, the moment many have been waiting for, let's talk pricing. Before I can do that, I have to tell you how they do their pricing, because it's turnkey. What they do is they include the permit, they include the services, they include the foundation, they include the delivery, they include the setup, and they include the house. All you have to do, show up with the key, turn it, move your stuff in. Makes sense? Now, with that, they have given me a price within Houston. They can't give a price that covers the entire country, even though they'll deliver across the country, because everywhere is different and it just simply wouldn't be accurate. So this price covers the Houston area. Turnkey, and it's $229,000. That's all I've got for today. I hope you enjoyed the tour as much as I did. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next.